Hello, dear ones. Today I'd like to share with you a little bit about being in the spiritual closet. And if you've decided to watch this video, then my guess is that you are, or at least you are curious what I have to say about this. So this could be an issue for you. So what do I mean by that? Being in the spiritual closet, well, you can probably guess. It's about not feeling safe to share your spirituality, your truth, your um, your wisdom, and the reason why we do not share our truth, whatever that is of course that we feel we may be judged and rejected. And well, we are a tribal species, so the fear of being judged and rejected seems very real and very threatening, because we might end up alone, and if we are alone, there is a deep instinct that we cannot survive. So it's very natural when you've started out on a spiritual journey, very often not even deliberately, this just happens, right? Because you have certain questions and you start looking for answers. And this is a very individual journey. It has to be. Because what you've set out to do is to find your truth, to calibrate your true self. And that is a unique process. And it means that you have to start questioning the beliefs that you were brought up with. And almost inevitably, that means that your path is going to deviate from the path that you were put on, as it were, by the people who raised you. Now, rejection in itself is scary enough, but as a consequence of what I just said, that you're going to start questioning the beliefs that you were brought up with, your quest might alienate you from the people you feel you should be closest to. Your family, your parents, your siblings, other family members, but also maybe your partner, your kids, old friends, the people you work with, or the people in your church or your spiritual community. And you start asking different questions or start finding different answers. So for fear of alienating those people, you may decide not to talk about what is happening for you, not to share your truth. And I know I've done that for quite a while. When my world was shaken back when I was 24 and my mother died very suddenly, that was for me the start of my awakening, to use a big word. For a long time, I didn't really share much about that with anyone. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, because it is a very vulnerable place to be. To start out with, there are just questions. There aren't any answers. So what's to share? You don't know, and you're just looking for your own truth. And another thing, of course, is that it may bring you in places that you feel other people might think are too woo-woo. For example, I did so many different things, and I was interested in so many different things, and some of them I knew that my friends, for example, or my family, or other people that I knew very well would say, "Oh, that is just woo-woo nonsense. That is bullshit." And I didn't want to be associated with nonsense and bullshit because I was a sensible woman. You know, it may damage the picture that people have of you. So if it feels vulnerable, it's perfectly okay to be a bit protective of your truth. On the other hand, this is a learning and growing process, and it is very healthy to share that with people, um, because it can also help you grow, you know, to share your ideas and to get feedback on them and to be cheered on as well. You need that sometimes. So I found that I did need people to share with, and I did need a space where it was safe to talk about what I was going through. And I found those places. You know, I saw counselors, wise people, and also new friends, groups, very often online, where I would meet people who were struggling with the same things or have had the same questions, and were also finding answers in places where our upbringing hadn't brought us. So about this closet thing, two things really. One is don't force yourself out of the closet if you're not ready. Don't feel you need to share everything with people just because they are your family, or just because you've always been so close to them, or just because you feel that, well, they are my partner, or they are my boss, so they should understand. I should share this with them. You know, use your own discretion, use your own wisdom. If it doesn't feel safe, if what you are going through isn't ready yet to be seen, it's okay to keep it to yourself. It's okay to protect it. On the other hand, you do need a safe space for your growth. You do need support for your growth. I don't believe you are meant to go this alone. So I do encourage you to find that safe space where you can share. And like I said in my video yesterday, I've created such a space on Facebook. It's called Awakening Wise Women, and I invite all Awakening Wise Women to come and see if you like the atmosphere there, and to come and see if you like the support that's being given there. Because I think it's so very important that women on a quest to find their truth, to find their wisdom, get all the support they need, and find their tribe, people who are on the same quest. And it doesn't matter where you are on that quest. You don't have to have all the answers. I don't either. And this is an ongoing process, but we can learn from each other. So I invite you most warmly to come and check out that Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/awakeningwisewomen. I hope this helped a little. I hope you found this interesting. Thank you for watching, and hope to see you somewhere. Have a lovely day. Bye.